Hello YouTube. This is not mine. You may ask, well then, whose is it? I'll tell you. The owner of this cold weather headgear is the same owner of this black fleece. Who owns this black fleece? The son of a bitch who took mine. That's okay. Because I have this now and he doesn't. See, that's the problem with being in ROTC land, is you get issued all the old gear, and see on the new fleeces, there's a Velcro patch, so you can put your name tape on it, so then everyone, oh, this isn't mine, this is so-and-so's. But we don't have that on ours, so there's 100 people with the exact same fucking fleece. Yeah. Well, let's get down to it. Name of the video is Got the Guts to Gut. So without further ado, put that there. Take this, tighten the cap, and put it over there. Alright. Viewers, be warned. I'm pulling what the Democrats pulled with Obamacare, and my motto today is, fuck it, we're doing it live. So, I told you this video would be entertaining. I told you you would enjoy this video. The question is whether or not I will enjoy this video. So, we'll see. Disclaimer, before we go any further with the video, or before we get too far into the video, if you have a weak stomach, if you feel nauseous, faint, or you vomit when you see people vomiting, when you smell vomit, when you hear the sound of other people vomiting, if any of that applies to you, and you see this trash can become visible in the video, I would advise turning down the sound or off the sound and looking away for about a minute or so. If I yak, I'm yakking on cam, so this should be fun. Now, why did I pick, of all the things, grizzly mint pouches to do my first gut on, you may ask? Well, it's very logical, actually. One, I do these all the time. This is the Camo Snooze, the Frost, which is pretty much the snooze version of mint. So I'm used to gutting this taste already. Actually, before I go any further, if you are a seasoned dipper, meaning you've dipped at least like 2.5 years, 3 years, and you're feeling ballsy, I encourage you to try this with me. Take your spit cup, take your mud jug, take your water bottle, put it somewhere else. Let's do this together. But as I was saying, so I'm already used to swallowing with this flavor. Another reason why I picked it is because it's got pouches, so I'm not gonna have, you know, all that free-floating tobacco that you usually have when you're just doing regular loose leaf, or not loose leaf, long cut. Oh my god, could you imagine that? Could you imagine gutting this shit loose leaf? Hat, or my hat is coming off to anybody who can gut loose leaf chew, because the juice that you get from that is so insanely juicy. But yeah, it's all in one place, and it's a flavor that I'm used to swallowing. I'm only gonna start out with one pouch. If it's going well, I might put another one in. And the third thing, also, if I do yak, all I have to worry about is this one little pouch, as opposed to having to worry about dip going everywhere in my mouth. And also, I got these, let's see, I don't know how to tell the expiration dates on these cans, but I got this. This is a pretty old can, and as you can see, the pouches are a little bit dried out. They aren't very moist. That's for all you people who hate the word moist. I personally get moist every time I hear the word moist. I don't know what the internet's problem is with the word moist, but everyone on the internet seems to hate the word moist for some reason. Moist. But yeah, these are dried out. They're not very moist. So they're not gonna juice quite as much as a brand new can, or a newer can, I should say, would. So that's another reason. So far, so good. I'm not really getting all that much juice. I'm feeling a little bit of a burn going down my throat and into my tummy. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's not quite like heartburn. It's like an extremely mild case of heartburn. That's what it feels like a little bit. Like it burns a little bit going down. And I also picked Grizzly Mint because I usually don't do mint. I usually stick with the natural flavors. Now, like Copenhagen Straight, Copenhagen Black, Copenhagen Snuff, Copenhagen Long Cut, Southern Blend, where it's more of a tobacco flavor. And I was definitely not gonna do wintergreen because just no. Wintergreen, just no. So yeah, so far so good. My tummy's a little trying to figure out what the fuck are you doing to me right now, you know? But I don't know. I feel fine so far. Let's see. I have some really interesting work stories to tell you guys, but I will save those for another video. But I do have one extremely interesting story to tell you about my my volunteering today. I was volunteering at my hospital, and I don't think I've said which hospital it is. I don't remember if I mentioned my unit or not. And this story shouldn't be a violation of the HIPAA rules, so I should be okay. But where I work, we have a list of all the patients in the room, where it'll be like the room number, and then like the patient's name, age, gender, and then like some other shit, and then it'll be like major complaint or injury, so there'll be things like stroke, brain tumor, heart attack, like appendicitis, shit like that. I kid you not. I walked in there, sat down at the desk, looked over the thing. One of the people was in the hospital for, and I quote, well, not exactly quote, there's one word, 2 words I'm adding. First word is taking, and then, so for taking, and I quote, there's a word in here that I've added just to make it that much more exciting. A fucking arrow to the face. I just put another pouch in. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. There was someone in my unit who took a fucking arrow to the face. I wish that I was on that hunting trip. I'm sure Dick Cheney also wishes he was on that hunting trip. But, yeah. I thought that was pretty fucking intense. I'm pretty sure there was alcohol involved. But, you never know. I don't even know if they were hunting. That's just my assumption, is that it was on a hunting trip and that there was alcohol involved, or someone wasn't wearing their safety vest. Because, honestly, in today's day and age with all the guns and knives and shit, like, if you got beef to settle with someone, you don't fucking grab your composite bow and fucking walk over to their house and fucking nail them in the face with a fucking arrow, you know? Either pop that sumbitch, you beat the shit out of them, or you knife them, or you have someone else knife them, or pop them, and beat the shit out of them. But yeah, I thought that was pretty exciting. I'm actually doing a lot better than I thought I would. I thought I was gonna yak for sure. Although, well, I didn't think so. I think it's more of, because I think my body, like, whenever you dip, you do swallow a little bit of your spit, and over time, your system gets used to it, which is why I said in the beginning of the video, season dippers, if you want to try this with me, go ahead. But I think it's more of a mental block than an actual physical block, which is why I picked the mint, because it's something that I'm already used to swallowing. That, and I'd probably freak out if I got, like one of the tiny little strings of like tobacco, if I got that stuck in like the back of my throat. That'd just be game over. But, yeah. 14 minutes. Feeling pretty good. So, yeah, I win, I guess. If anything happens later on, I'll make sure to throw it in the description. This has been the guy in the camo hat, and I'll see y'all later.